Diggs is an outlaw. A damn outlaw. And we helped him do his work.
The Arcanists we found are doing okay?
Yes, they're safe. I fear they won't be counting on freelancers anytime soon.
That's understandable.
Just when we were making progress, you know?
What do we know about this Diggs guy?
Not much. Had to be behind those outlaws at the graves.
I remember that a bunch of freelancer links were missing.
That's right. He could learn about contracts from those. Maybe a lot more. Coward. He knows nothing about the damage he's doing.
We need to watch for anything that Diggs might consider a target.
Truth. Meanwhile, you must continue your work. It's more important than ever.
My advice, if there's something you need.
Freelancer. Thanks again for your help. Business is already looking up.
Selling the thunder, huh?
Hey, people laugh, but the uniform makes the soldier. Ever seen the Dominion? They know it. If you want to win a war, presentation is half the battle. A javelin's designed to intimidate, annihilate, exterminate, eradicate, and if you're really good, obliterate. You have to inspire fearful awe in your enemies.
Plus, it's just cool flying in style.
That it is. May as well have fun while you're scaring people.
Figure there's a reason we call the suits javelins.
Of course there is. Imagine if they called it a skewer or something. Oh crap, run! A squad of skewers is coming our way.
Doesn't have quite the same ring.
Not unless you're having a cookout.
You seem pretty passionate about this.
I love what I do. And it's important. I want to help the good guys win. When a freelancer shows up in their javelin, I want people to remember it. Your enemies will shudder. Your allies will salute.
I like the sound of that. A little thunder and lightning to make an entrance.
You get it. Why do people fear a big storm rolling in?
Probably because it can kill you.
That's right. There's power in that sky. And pain if you don't respect it. So you just let me know if I can fix you up with anything. A javelin's always got room for more thunder.
Will do. See you around.
The Storm is a nice suit. Our fresh stock might go well with that.
Welcome to my store. Browse away.
You'll put this javelin through its paces.
Now here's where it gets fun. Time to make a statement.
If it isn't my favorite freelancer. I hear you've been busy.
I try.
You're keeping the scars off us and got Bryn to work with a freelancer. No easy feats. I had a good feeling about you ever since you turned up. Keep proving me right, okay?
The fort's home. I've got to look out for it.
No argument here. It's good you settled in. Not everyone does. And I'm guessing Fort Tarsus wasn't in your plans before. Well...
The Heart of Rage. I didn't know what would happen then or where I'd land after. Turns out it was here.
Happy you stuck around?
Yeah. Not sure what I expected, but this place grows on you.
I wasn't meant to be here myself. I was on a strider out of Helios. Supposed to end up in Anthem.
What happened?
Cataclysm. The sky turned yellow, ground changed under us. The survivors were brought here.
You never got to Anthem?
Didn't have the means to try again at the time, and now? I got good work, had a kid. The fort's home. Glad you feel the same. When you're here, anyway. Which reminds me, I should run check on your javelin before you're off again.
Thanks, Zoe. I'll see you around.
Hey, does this look like a... Hey, freelancer!
Hey.
I can't believe I'm talking to you. You're like the most badass freelancer in Fort Tarsus. My name's Neeson.
Hello?
Hey, aren't you teamed up with that cipher, Owen?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, no reason. I just thought you might be concerned about that cipher school thing of his.
What are you talking about?
Okay, all right, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but I heard he got over-altered during his training.
Over-altered?
Yeah, I guess it glitched him up pretty bad.
What are you talking about?
I can't say for sure, but that's what people are saying, and you gotta admit, Owen is a little goofy.
No, he's not.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either. Just telling you what I heard.
Thanks, but that kind of information isn't useful.
Yeah, I get it. You already knew. But if you ever need any info on anyone else in the fort, I'm pretty plugged in.
Yeah, no thanks.
No need to close that door. Let's just agree to maybe meeting in the future.
Or let's not.
Yeah, I got you. Catch you later.
My advice, if there's something you need.
Enclave success needs to be shared, right? All of us getting out there, getting the work done. That's what it's about.
Halleck. Hey there. Are we on speaking terms?
Depends on what you have to say.
How about we start by breaking the ice? It's been 2 years. What happened?
People go their separate ways. That day in the Heart of Rage, you forgot about it. Faye and I didn't. Simple as that.
No one could forget that day, Halleck. All those freelancers we lost, it's still on my mind.
Is it? Because you bounced right back.
There was a choice. We're freelancers.
Doesn't mean we're all the same.
We all wear a javelin, don't we?
Oh, no. You don't get to show up out of nowhere and start interrogating me. So how about this? Outside the job, we're just two, I don't know, long-lost cousins getting to know each other again. See what happens.
Could be I won't like you.
Could be I won't care.
You don't even try, do you, Halleck?
Look, we're talking now, aren't we? I don't pretend to be something I'm not. And if what I'm not isn't good enough for people, well,
You must have a lot of disappointed cousins.
I'll let you get back to it.
Oh, hello there.
Got a few minutes?
Do I? Of course I do. You're my favorite Lancer.
I am. Or am I your only Lancer?
Yeah, mostly, yes. But you do know that I pick up the odd extra contract. A fella's gotta eat. I like to be open to opportunity when it strikes. That's cool, right?
Of course, I'm not a monster. We all gotta eat, even me.
Absolutely. I appreciate it, mate. However, I do think we make a particularly good team. Don't you?
What's up, Owen? Feeling insecure?
What? No. Moving on.
Anyway, things look better now that Corvus is interested.
You're rescuing that Matthias fellow reminded me of the Scar nightmare that was our first contract.
Times 10. That was crazy.
I'd only been in Tarsus for a few weeks, and here I was, working with the Lancer who survived the Heart of Rage. I was pretty chuffed. Life for this poor, wayward cipher was suddenly looking up.
What do you mean, poor wayward?
After I left the Satomi, I bounced around a lot. Had a gig on a Strider, wandered around Anthem. You may have noticed I get bored very easily.
Life's what you make it.
You really believe that?
Yeah, I do.
I envy you. I'll have to think about that.
Oh, and is it true what they say? That every cipher's a little broken? Since we're having a bit of a heart-to-heart, thought maybe I could ask.
Looking for the root of my insecurity?
I've opened a can of worms.
No. Knowledge is power, right? So yeah, every cipher is a little broken. Or a lot broken. You don't hone the ability to link minds without suffering a loss somewhere else. It's different for everyone. Often it's small, but sometimes it leaves you unable to function.
Like dead?
Huh? No, never dead.
You seem to have come out okay. Plus, you're a great cipher.
Thank you. And when I'm my own Lancer, then everyone will see how extra amazing I am.
Why not just try to be a better cipher?
I thought life's what you make it. Gotta buy into your own idealism, mate. Plus, there are plenty of level blah blah ciphers around. What's amazing about that?
Should I ask how it's going?
With the lessons? Well, it's more of a book, actually, but I'm working hard. Turns out I'm a natural.
You know, it took me years, right?
Yes, but that's you. Anyway.
You're an interesting guy.
Thanks. But, word of warning. I wouldn't get too close if I were you. Kidding! Haha, you know how I feel about mush. Seriously though, that means a lot.
Ah, Freelancer. I'm finishing up a few stories for the Wall.
This a bad time?
No, good time. The task is better with company. This is not the Grand Wall of Freemark, but it's a good start.
Why do you do this? The wall, the stories, all of it. For the history books?
I'm not that vain. Well, not about these things. You never saw the Grand Wall, eh? Oh, people came from every corner of Bastion to see it. They read our stories. They believed in us.
People haven't changed. They'll see the work being done and come around.
Of course they will.
What is it?
My friend, the one I lost, I can hear him doubting us both. He could be a stormy sky. But I could make him laugh, huh?
You said he was a freelancer?
Yes, Garnet. Freelancer Garnet. I helped him pick that call sign, you know. It fit. He had a bad start, but survived it all. Oh, tough, that one. But one rainy day, he didn't come home.
What happened?
I don't know. Not all of it. Not where he fell. You see, I have his name, but not his story. This pains me.
He was beyond the wall making things better. The details don't matter.
Of course, I know this. Just... it pains me.
Someone was counting on him to be there, and he was.
That is why I send you out there to pay your respects, to gather stories for our wall. Maybe one day, you bring his story back. Haven't been over to the Helios in a long while. Don't miss this smoke, but it is a good place.
Got a minute to talk?
Unless you're suited up for a mission, I've got all the time in the world. Honestly, I'm surprised you agreed to take the job from Corvus after everything.
If the Dominion weren't here to put the pressure on, I probably wouldn't have agreed.
But you did. None of the other freelancers would even consider trying again.
Have you kept in touch with anyone else?
I tried to, at first, but most of the survivors wanted to forget they had ever been freelancers. The ones who stuck around did not appreciate my interest in going back to the Heart of Rage.
What made you so determined to go back in?
There's still so much I want to understand about the storm, the Anthem, and what went wrong.
You really think you'll find answers?
Does it matter? The world is filled with mysteries. Chasing the solutions, that's where the fun is.
I'm looking forward to the solution, not getting hung up on failure. I envy that.
That's why you left, isn't it? You got sick of dwelling on the past. I can't blame you. You needed to get out there and chase something you couldn't see.
It means a lot to hear you say that.
I came here from Anthem back in the day. Can you imagine? Beautiful, civilized Anthem. To the frontier. Because I wanted to see what's out here through a Lancer's eyes.
Well, I can probably handle being your eyes out here.
I know you didn't really want to do this, any of this. But I'm glad you're here, even if you're not. What are the chances that Matthias will spend his time writing a paper now?
Hey, buddy. I need some advice on my, delicate regulator situation.
The whole losing your javelin suit in a card game situation?
That's the one. It was tough. But I thought about what you said. You know, about not starting a war with the regulators. So I go over there, had every intention of handing over my suit fair and square.
I'm getting a bad feeling about this story, Wraith.
I'm walking away, the deal is done, and then some guy says, "Didn't even put up a fight. I always knew freelancers were cowards."
I see.
That's when things got away from me.
Did you...
Start a fight? Hell yeah, I did.
With members of an organized crime gang. This is the opposite of not starting a war.
I get that. I do. I've probably made everything worse, haven't I? Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe they'll back off now. You might be too much trouble.
I am a lot of trouble.
Do you get into these situations a lot?
No. Well, yes. Somebody thumps their chest, and I have to do the same. The occasional sentinel has gotten involved. Maybe two. Sexy bad choices.
So what happens now?
I guess at some point I could arrange a meeting with some high-up boss type. Try and fix this.
Bold move. Do it sooner rather than later, okay?
Sooner. Absolutely. You want to come with me?
I do. Stronger together, right?
Great. You and me, big star. Cracking heads.
Not cracking heads. Shaking hands, righting wrongs. That's what we're doing.
I know. Just kidding. I have a few things to do first, but...
Don't wait on this, Wraith. As soon as possible.
Right. Of course. I'll let you know.
Lucky Jack. Keeping busy?
You know it. Just had a contract dealing with Scars. I show up and they're messing with a relic. Good thing some buddies jump on the call. We've got elementals swarming, Scars everywhere, then a love-struck Koroks shows up.
What happened?
Teamwork, fancy flying, and one heck of a lucky shot. Next thing I know, the relic's silent, the Koroks has a new friend, and we come out all right.
Starting to see where you got the nickname.
It could have gone straight sideways, I'm telling you, but that's what family's for. Stronger together, right?
It's the best way to survive. Nice to have company, too.
More eyes, more ears, and more witnesses when you do something awesome.
Like dealing with love-struck Koroks.
It's not something you forget. Just wish scheduling the next job was easy.
Is there a problem?
My buddies and I thought we'd team up on another contract. Last one went well, so why not, right? Now they can't agree which job to take. I just want something logged in the pending contracts report.
What are your options?
An Arcanist looking for a lost vault. Gotta love some mystery. Or the fort needs people to take on hostile wildlife. Guaranteed action there.
Going toe-to-toe with the creatures out there keeps you sharp. Makes the fort safer, too.
That's what we're here for, isn't it? I'm all for that. All right, buddy. Using you as the tiebreaker. Wish me luck.
I'm not sure you need it.
Yeah. I'll see you around. Hey, checked in lately?
My advice, if there's something you need.
You're back. Wonderful. I get flashes of inspiration whenever we chat.
Really? That's good, right?
Oh, yes. You know, my mentor had strong feelings about inspiration and the gathering thereof. Inspiration must be seized, Matthias, she'd say. Grab it by the throat and don't let go. Well, she didn't actually say throat, but something else. Philo Ray had no time for propriety.
Philo Ray taught you? I've heard she was a brilliant Arcanist.
And the reason I'm not dead in a ditch.
How did you meet?
I, robbed her.
That really was not what I was expecting.
She was a fancy lady, I was a street kid. What would you have done?
Smiled, melted her heart with urchin-y charm.
Charm? Not me, not at that age. I was all knees and teeth. I didn't have any options. Thievery it was. And she had a case of very shiny things. Shaper relics. I didn't realize the danger. I got lucky, nothing blew up when I took it apart. But Phyla had followed me. It was impossible for an unschooled vagrant to silence a relic, she said.
That made her want to teach you?
I think so. She never explained. Maybe it was the way I handled the relic. It took her an hour to convince me to go with her.
A whole hour? It's a wonder she didn't give up. I would have.
Oh, once Phyla Ray gets an idea into her head, nothing will dislodge it. She sat down with me and talked to me about the Arcanists, about the Shapers. I was hooked. Then she sealed the deal with caramels.
Sweets? Really?
What? They were good. I was hungry. She was the first to call me a prodigy. Damn, I miss her. Anyway, You're probably busy. We can talk later. Princess Zim. I've heard so many stories.
Yeah. Something like that.
You know, I met a guy once that got sprayed right in the face by a Gazak.
Oh, I hear that's bad.
He was blind for 12 days and couldn't see well for another 2 weeks.
So what happened to him?
Are you Sev?
In the flesh. You must be the freelancer Tassin hired. Huh. You actually look capable.
Were you expecting otherwise?
No? Well, Sort of. I'm used to getting scraps, not resources.
I thought Corvus would have plenty to go around.
Oh, they do. But I'm in the proverbial doghouse. Long story short, I pissed off the wrong people and ended up in this shithole.
At first glance, Fort Tarsus may not seem like much, but...
It's a shithole. The bar doesn't even have a name.
I used to, but...
I know the story. All the stories. Let's just talk about the job. Corvus has received reports of Scars ambushing supply caravans.
Pretty standard.
Except they were using some new acidic weapon. Extremely potent, not the usual Scar fare.
Scars are scavengers. They must have gotten the acid from somewhere.
Great minds. I had a scout follow a trail of the gunk to a possible source. Your cipher has the coordinates.
Nice work, Sev.
What kind of intelligence agent would I be if I didn't give you a little intel? Let me know when you're on your way.
Well, I know you. Had dinner with Her Glitching Highness, did you?
You heard about that?
Every regulator this side of the Great Expanse heard. Zim's not big on subtle. Maxine. Call me Max. Welcome to my bar.
You're the owner?
Am now. Got it off Dusty in a game of cards. Pretty sure he threw that hand.
You won a bar in a card game? You must have phenomenal luck.
I got contacts and a healthy survival instinct. In my business, that's better than luck. Usually. Every sucker who's owned this dump's been dead within a year. Most didn't make it a month.
Oh, hold up a second. What happened to the last owner?
He was on a strider to Anthem with the governor and it went down. Some say accident, some say a hit. Nobody made it back and the black box went missing.
You think Dusty was the target? Or the governor?
Dusty owed a lot to the wrong people, but dead men don't pay their debts. The governor? Not really worth the trouble, you know what I mean? Dusty's not the only owner to die in glitch circumstances, just the latest. People think this place is cursed.
You don't strike me as waiting around for certain doom.
Who has time for that crap? I got work to do. Deals don't make themselves. You're doing good work around here, freelancer. I'll get you a tab. First one's on the house. And if there's something you need, maybe I know some people. We'll see. Okay?
Looks like this is your lucky day.
Why's that?
You just bumped into the oldest man in Fort Tarsus. Name's Jarek.
Nice to meet you.
You too. You know, you don't live as long as I have without seeing some things.
Yeah? Like what?
I was there when the Scars swarmed the fort's terraces. It was a bloodbath. Happened over 50 years ago, and it feels like yesterday. I was also there when the Scars came over the walls. What do you think about that?
I think you've seen a lot.
You bet I have. More than you ever will, that's for sure.
I hope you're right.
Oh, I am, freelancer. I've lived a life filled with bloodshed and disaster. I've survived Strider ambushes, Dominion attacks and outlaws. I've even run from wyverns. I've seen enough death the last 50 lifetimes. And yet, somehow, I'm still kicking.
So what's your secret to survival?
It ain't no secret. I'm a pragmatist. I always did what I had to in order to survive.
I'm sorry. You must have lost many people along the way.
You got that right. I've outlived every friend I ever had. Sometimes I wonder if I made the right choices. I was in a mining crew digging for ore near Heliost when the main shaft collapsed. We were trapped behind a solid wall of rock. We had no idea of how long it would take for the rescue party to dig us out. I was lucky enough to find a bottle of water. But there were 6 of us.
1 bottle of water for 6 miners? How many of you made it out?
I was the only survivor.
Why were you the only survivor?
If I'd have shared that water, nobody would have lived.
So you chose to let 5 people die to save yourself?
I told you, I'm a pragmatist.
I guess that's why you're the oldest man in Fort Tarsus.
Don't you judge me. You've seen death. You've done things. I can see it in your eyes. It's usually a glint of sadness or knowledge, but in some people, that glint turns into a gleam. And a gleam means they want to see more death. Be careful, freelancer. I still see a glint in your eyes.
Hey, find a job yet?
No, don't want just any job.
Hey there. Piece of advice?
Okay, where do I start? Your temper can get too...
No, I'm saying from me to you.
Oh, sure. What have you got?
This fight with the Monitor, burn it into your brain. Someday it'll be the good old days. The legend that gets freelancers excited. And reminds you what badass feels like.
Years must be catching up if you forgot something like that.
Getting an attitude, huh?
Looking for signs of senility.
I'll have you know that badass courses through these veins. I defined it. The rogue Ursics that terrorized Shadow Gap Trench? I put the final bullet in its brain. Or the Battle of Wyvern Horde at Indigo Vale? I was there.
Yeah? What was it like?
A dozen freelancers dropped in from above. Down a sheer cliff, landed in a circle on an outcropping. Nothing but death below. No margin for error. Had to surround them. 12 pairs of boots hit the ground in unison. 12 guns started blazing. And a bunch of Wyvern died wishing they never met a freelancer. It was magnificent.
So what happened, Alec? How'd you go from that to...
What?
Talking about being badass instead of doing it?
Who says I stopped? Soon as my javelin's running, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Looking forward to it. See you later, Alec.
Hey, thanks for being here to help sort out this whole javelin suit thing. This is her. This is who we're meeting.
Max.
Freelancer? Looking out for this troublemaker?
If it keeps her alive and the streets safe, absolutely.
Couldn't agree more. We're all here to keep the peace and live well, right? This speaks well for you, Rice.
Good. He can do the talking. Wait, you didn't piss her off at some point, did you?
Did I?
Not so far.
Perfect. This is already going really well.
Not so fast. Wright is on the hook for a suit, plain and simple. A card game is as good as a contract to these people.
Look, she tried to give the suit up. Things got out of hand.
That's one way to put it.
That guy was trying to rile me up, calling me a coward.
The moment you lost it, your bill went up. Bad choice.
Sexy bad choice.
What?
Not important. How do we fix this?
Easy. She works for me.
No way. I'm no regulator.
I'm not looking for a regulator. I need a freelancer I can trust. You do the work for me. Proper contracts, I assure you. And I make the more unpleasant regulators go away.
I'm not sure about all this.
If the contracts are legitimate, it might be a good deal.
A freelancer in a suit is worth far more than selling your suit for parts. I have things I need done, and I don't want sentinels in my business.
Crap. It does get me out of this mess and back in the field.
Sexy danger?
Yeah, okay. Sexy danger.
What?
Not important. You have a deal.
Hey, stop by sometime.
Maybe the regulators who got hit, that was just a deal gone south.
I boil everything.
Freelancer, it's good to see you.
Hey, Bryn.
New day, new contract. What do you say?
Tell me more.
So, Scars are collecting Arcanist machinery and Shaper relics. Why?
Are you asking me, or...?
Thanks to you, we recovered a Scar-modified relic. I've sent Arcanists to our off-site Sentinel base for protection while they study it.
Good thinking.
Not that I think anything will go wrong, but...
Send the person who's good at eliminating both Scars and Shaper relics.
I hoped I could count on you. Appreciate it, Freelancer.
Bryn here, Freelancer. Hello. I really do appreciate you keeping an eye on this.
Sure. Any details?
The Arcanists are studying the Shaper relic we recovered. The Scars rigged it up to a bunch of Arcanist machinery.
Like the one that made those scorpions.
Yep. We're trying to figure out what this relic does.
And why the Scars wanted it so badly.
Exactly. Very good. Everything will be fine, but keep me posted.
Will do. Nice place.
Oh, well, we don't use it much, since we're mainly at the fort. What with Shaper relics being so fickle, this seems safer.
Agreed. This looks intense.
Doesn't it?
What's it going to do once it activates?
That's what I'm paying these Arcanists to find out.
Fair enough.
Freelancer, something's wrong.
What is it, Brent?
The base's power generator is down.
Don't worry. I'll go check it out.
Good. Yes.
swarming the generator.
Of course they are. Sentinels were guarding it. Were they alright?
I'll find them. But alive.
Oh. Thank the silver scorpion in the sky. Help them up.
Don't worry about us, we're okay. Let's take out these scars. Together.
The generator, it was a distraction. They've ambushed the base. They're going for the relic.
Oh, crap.
Freelancer, go. We'll be okay.
Heading over right now.
Freelancer?
Something else.
No. I just really hate scars.
I'm back at the base.
We can't let the scars get their little pincers on that relic.
I'll figure something out.
I'll figure something out. Go shoot scars.
your time.
You'll have to destroy those hives. Freelancer hives. Freelancer hives. You'll have to destroy those hives. You'll have to destroy those hives. You'll have to destroy those hives. That's the end of the hives. Now finish off the spores.
Keep your eyes open.
Freelancer, we're moving towards the Arcanists.
Down this area.
Okay.
case they want that relic. They'll follow you.
On it. Okay, got the relic. It's going volatile. Now what?
I found you a clearing, far from civilization. The Arcanist wanted to know what that relic and their machinery does. I can think of a faster way to find out.
Take it far away and just set it off?
It's the only idea I have. Take it or leave it.
I'm taking it. I'm taking it.
Okay, Freelancer, drop it here.
Looks good. No civilians, plenty of space.
Let's do this.
Brent, it's like the other one.
It's making creatures? Get rid of them.
I am.
And fix that relic.
I will.
Freelancer, Scar's caught up with you.
I noticed.
You need to get those fragments. talk later.
Here's one.
Return it to the relic. So, that happened.
Well, the scars will leave your base alone now.
Right. That was terrifying and dangerous and kind of nuts. But it was maybe also possibly a little bit impressive.
Agreed. Hey, remember when this was supposed to be an easy mission?
Was it? Anyway, I need some time. Till later, freelancer.
Till next time, Bryn.
Are you in Jack in some sort of who can be the bigger hero contest? That's the... You'll put this javelin through its paces.
How can I fix you up today?